Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be sharing with you guys tips on how to boost your confidence on stage and online, especially if you have stage fright. Trust me, I still have stage fright. So this is something that you can do at home to build your confidence. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Abby Sulit. I'm a freelance theater actor in the Philippines. So this channel is all about makeup and theater, two of the things I'm very passionate about. So if you love theater and makeup, please make sure to subscribe. I would love for you to be part of the family. I post 2 videos every week, every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to post a video last Saturday. So many things are happening in the Philippines and in the world, and it's just taking its toll on me. But yes, I'm back with another video. I was inspired by my student because she apparently has stage fright. She doesn't like performing in front of her lola. So hi Sabine, if you're watching this is actually for you. And this is also for some of my students in my group classes online, because some of them are actually scared to perform in front of other people. So these are my tips to help boost your confidence on stage and online. So I'll have 2 parts. So let's jump on to the first part, which is on stage. So my first tip is to practice in front of a mirror. You want to be confident with yourself first before performing in front of other people. You know, I used to do this when I was in grade school. I remember my teacher, Miss Candy, she would always tell us during show and tell to practice at home, to look at ourselves in front of the mirror so that we get used to what we look like, and so that it's easier for us to actually present in front of other people. It's actually something that I've been doing since I was in grade school. I would practice in front of a mirror. Anything that I have to present in front of class, or if there's a report, I would practice in front of a mirror so I know what I look like and I'm confident with myself first, by myself, because if you're not confident just by looking at yourself in the mirror, I don't think you're gonna boost your confidence in front of other people. My second tip is to practice with one person. This person is someone who you trust. It could be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, or your best friend. Make sure that the person is there. He or she doesn't have to look at you. Just the fact that there's someone in the room with you while you practice already helps boost your confidence, because it means you're getting comfortable with another person in the room. So practice while the person's not looking at you, and then gradually the person looking at you. Okay? You don't have to look at that person yet. That person can look at you and you practice by yourself. Eventually, you look at the person. Alright? You can look at them straight in the eyes. If you can't look at them in the eyes, you can look at the middle of their eyes right here. It's something that I used to do also. If I can't look at my scene partner, I look at their forehead. But it's nice to actually look at them and to connect with the person. So you want to try to practice looking at that person straight in the eyes. Okay, so it's a gradual process. So have the person there in the room first, not looking at you, and then have the person look at you, but you're not looking at them, and then look at the person. You can still have your cheat sheet if you have your score or your monologue with you. That's fine. Again, it's just practice. And then if you can't look at them straight in the eye, look at their forehead, or if you don't want to, look at the point that's, across the room or something. So that's something that you can work on. Now, once you're comfortable with one person, tip number 3 is to practice in front of a group of people. Again, this could be a gradual step. They could be in the same room with you, just not looking at you. You getting comfortable with more people in the room while you practice. And then eventually they look at you. Eventually you look at them, or you look at the point across them. So again, it's a process. Building your confidence, it's not something like, okay, I'm confident now. No, it takes time. And you just have to be patient with yourself. And you just have to understand that, you have nerves, and that's totally fine. Alright? Okay, this is another thing that I noticed with my students. Some of them can perform in front of a lot of people, but when they're on stage already, they freeze. And one of the things that I noticed, it's not because of the number of people, it's actually because of the lights. So my tip number 4 is to practice with bright lights. For example, you have a ring light, like I have a ring light over here. Practice with a ring light. Because I think it adds to the nerves, the lights. I don't know. You can comment below if you feel like you can perform in front of a group of people, but suddenly when you're on stage, you're scared because there's a lot of lights. So my tip is to actually practice with a lot of lights. If you don't have a ring light, you can use a lamp. Okay, just make sure it's bright. Just practice. Just keep practicing with lights and you'll get used to it. Once you're used to it, you're gonna get more confident performing on stage. Last but not the least is to master your piece. Okay, you want to master your song or your monologue or whatever it is you're practicing for. Your presentation, if it's for class, you want to know what you're saying. Of course, if some, like for example, if you're presenting in class, you can have, I guess, your notes. I used to have that back when I was in med school. I'd have my notes or whatever it is, probably on my laptop, so that I know what I'm saying. But it's always good to practice, do all the steps I mentioned earlier, and master what you're going to perform. Okay? So that is for on stage. Online is a totally different thing. I noticed that online, I still have students who are scared. And it made me think, why are they still scared? I mean, it's online. All they can do is like they can cover the screen or something. But I guess there's still an added, like, I don't know, stage fright? Online stage fright? Does that make sense? But yes, I have students who are still scared to perform online. So what can you do at home so that you can boost your confidence when you present online? For example, if you have a presentation for school, what can you do to boost your confidence? So my first tip is to also practice in front of a mirror. Again, if you're not comfortable, performing in front of yourself, I don't think you'll be confident performing in front of other people. Does that make sense? But yes, that's my first tip. My first tip is to practice in front of a mirror. Second is, if you have a phone, I'm sure most of you have your phone now, is to practice with the camera on your phone, making it like a selfie mode so you can see yourself, so you know what you look like on screen. If you have a camera, like for example, because I do YouTube, I look at my camera, I pretend like someone's there. Same goes with your phone. I pretend like I'm talking to someone else. The camera of my phone is someone else. And you get used to seeing yourself. Oh my gosh, I'm talking. Do you get me? Like, oh, you can see yourself talk, you can see yourself move, what does it look like? So it's good practice to also see yourself when you perform. Like, it's different when it's a mirror versus your phone. Sometimes you get distracted with your phone. Does that make sense? But it's a nice process that you can do to boost your confidence when you're presenting online. Because presenting online or performing online is a totally different aspect. Being confident in front of a camera is different from being confident on stage. It's really just a matter of getting used to. So if, for example, you have your phone, you can practice with your phone. Just do like videos of yourself. If you want to make YouTube videos, practice in front of your camera like what I do. Trust me, I make mistakes. That's why I edit my videos. I make a lot of mistakes. I get bulol. I'm such a bulol. If you watched my first few videos in this channel, it's actually, I'm really awkward. I'm still awkward, but I think I'm getting used to looking at the camera and saying stuff. I hope I'm more confident now, but yeah, because what I do is, I guess my next tip is pretend that the camera is a friend. Like just that one person that you are comfortable talking to. So that's what I do. I pretend that my camera's my friend so that it's easier for me to say what I want to say. If there's something, like for example, if I'm going to perform, if I'm going to sing, if I'm going to say a monologue, that's what I do. I pretend that the camera is a friend. If, for example, you're still very, very, very scared, lucky for you, it's online. So what you can do is actually just cover your desktop. Okay? Have a mirror beside your camera so that you see yourself. Because if you're confident seeing yourself, then you can perform on the camera and pretend like your classmates aren't there. Okay? So that's what you can do. You can cover the screen with paper or whatever you want to cover it. Your cheat sheet, if you want to, you can cover the screen. That's the beauty of online performance. You get me? The beauty of online everything is that you can cover your screen. It's not like you're performing on stage and you can cover the eyes of the people, or like the people in general. You can't do that. So that's another tip for you if you are really, really scared to perform online. I know it's funny, but I think there are some people who do that. Like if you're really scared, cover the screen. But again, you just have to get used to it. It's just being comfortable being in front of a group of people and saying what you want to say. Which again leads me to my last tip, which is my last tip for on stage confidence boosting, which is to master your piece. Always master your piece. If you master your piece, it's going to be easier to perform. You still have that fear, of course. There's still the, stage fright. But I believe that if you know what you're going to perform, if you know what you're going to say, even if you're scared, once you're there, your nerves are going to be like, oh, I already know what I'm going to do, and you're just going to perform. So those are my tips to boost your confidence on stage and online. So I have another video idea, and I got this from Leanne, and she mentioned she had online callbacks. So I don't know if you guys are interested on how to perform for online callbacks. Is that something that you guys are interested in? Because I have a setting in Zoom that actually works for me and my students, and I can hear them better and I can hear their music better. Is that something you guys want to know? Comment down below what you guys want to know, if it's like an online thing. I think I've sorta kinda mastered online stuff because everything is online now. So if you guys have like suggestions on what you guys want to see, please comment them down below. I would love to hear from all of you. And that's it for this video. I will see you on my next one. Break a leg. Mahal ko kayo. Bye!